Hey guys. A couple days ago, I think, I posted a video called Twas the Day of Black Friday. It's a parody off of Twas the Night Before Christmas, kind of making fun of Black Friday. And it was brought to my attention today actually, it's been brought to my attention a couple times, but people are having trouble hearing the audio on that from cellular devices, particularly if you have an Android. I myself have an Android phone as well, and I can barely hear it on my phone. On my laptop, it's another story, but anyway, here's my attempt to rectify that. I love the first one. Cheryl Hewison did a good job filming it. However, in case people are having trouble hearing it, this is going to be the second version, which is taped off of an Android. So hopefully my plan here works and people can hear the poem a little bit better. So anyway, get myself into character. 'Twas the day of Black Friday, and all through the stores the people were shoving and acting like whores. The aisles were infested by shoppers with lice, and each were all frantic and not very nice. Yet some were still happy and void of despair. They had manicured fingers and salon-treated hair. They whisked through the aisles with refinement and ease. They had eyes for a bargain and a spray just for fleas. Still others were grumbling and shouting about, and others brought children to pick their toys out. Their children were tired from a Thanksgiving meal, but their parents were focused on getting a steal. So crying and kicking and pulling pressed on, and shoving and pushing from Big Brother on. They all seemed so miserable. So why were they there? But let's get to that later, and for now, let's just spare a few moments to showcase what draws people out, to shop on Black Friday and commiserate about. The world is expensive, as you and I know. It's hard to pay bills and watch your bank grow. It's tough to earn money and hold down a job. Corporations, they know this and are looking to rob you and your family and loved ones and friends, disguising their treasures as means to an end. They promise you wonder and a day full of fun, but it's all for a profit, or it wouldn't be done. Now let's, for a moment, step back to the aisles, where the parents were shoving and the children were vile. The department was crazy and torn up in such an embarrassing way that the managers much whimpered and shuddered and fell to the ground, but their cries went unheard and buried in sound. Little Susie fell ill and puked in her cart, while Bobby, her brother, made jokes about farts. His mother, Alexis, ransacked the shelves, while her neighbor, Miss Sampson, bought holiday elves. And more decorations fell into baskets, along with more toys and movies and gadgets. These items collected, grabbed at, and tossed in the carts of the shoppers who were there for the win. Veronica Hemsworth shoved Sue Holiday. Her reason for shoving? Bitch done got in my way. Some fathers, they fought for toys for their boys. Al Smith proclaimed, boys should have guns that make noise. Yet Michael Adantis said in despair, your boy will be violent, and then you will care. So fathers, now angry, got into a fight. These actions, quite common, carried into the night. And at some point a worker hung his head low, shouting, this is not Christmas. Then lo and behold, he was laughed at by shoppers and shoved to one side. His manager, frantic, ran to cover his hide. The madness continued at the hands of the mob. The employees said, screw it, and each quit their jobs. The manager nodded and shouted, I quit. You people disgust me. I'm too old for this shit. The employees rejoiced, now free from their jobs, and for once the corporation was the one being robbed. The customers went crazy and stole from the shelves, taking every last item, each man for themselves. The manager walked out, but not a moment before. He called the police to report on the store. The cops showed up quickly, their patience now tested, and each miserable customer was cuffed and arrested. The workers went home, driving off out of sight, while the customers went off to jail for the night. The moral of the story that you have just heard is Black Friday's revolting, insane, and absurd. The holiday season is not about greed. It's for giving and helping those who are in need. Spending time with your loved ones and family and friends. It's not about gifts as means to an end. Shop for your presents, but be kind as you go. For karma is bitchy, and one never knows. Don't add to the chaos and put up a fight. And on that note, I bid you all a good night. Hope you guys like it. Happy holidays.